So this was my most interesting job lately. It's for a Boost Mobile store, and the issue was, see how it's all light up now? It wasn't. And it hadn't been for like a week. So I showed up and it was like this. And you'll see, the logo is supposed to be lit up because, you want to walk into a store and feel like, ooh, this is a nice place. I feel comfortable here and I will buy something from this store. And their other company that they contracted, or Boost Mobile as a franchise contracts for the people, couldn't get there, didn't have somebody who could do the job. And so they called me last minute and I had to work my schedule around. And I showed up, I took the panel off. There was six screws. I took those off and then had the employee help me remove this. It was about 90 pounds, I would guess, steel plate in the middle. And so you'll see that right there. And then here's behind it. I just had to replace the power cord, which was the simplest thing a person can do, right? They said you just have to take a plate off, replace the power cord, put the plate back on, and you're done. Well, it turns out, well, here's two things. They had ordered the wrong new power cord, and so they'd ordered this one, and that goes to the LED lights, and those were working fine. They didn't order the one for the Splash logo, and so I zoomed in, or I didn't zoom in, I peeked my head in there, but I'm zooming in for you. And it was just the same cable that would be used in the back of a TV. So I got a little grin on my face, said, do you guys have a TV back there? He said, yeah, we do. So I went, grabbed the cord, plugged it in, the logo worked, done. Otherwise, I was just going to go to Best Buy, grab a logo for him, and expense it. Not a big deal. Would have been $12 maybe. But that's your job, is when you show up and it's not quite what you think, you diagnose the problem and you fix it. That's how people hire you. It's what they hire you for as a professional, and that's what they'll hire you back for. They want their problem solved. Now, just because they often don't know exactly what the problem is or how to solve it, so their description to you isn't always going to be what you arrive to see. And you have to know that going in, so you have to prepare for what you may need to do. And in this circumstance, I thought it's not going to be as simple as just plugging in a new cord. Life doesn't work like that. Not going to get paid that much money just to go boop. But it was kind of like that. It turns out the TV cord worked fine, but I said, well, I thought maybe I could make the existing cord work. So I just took my pliers and just squeezed them back into shape a little bit because they were pulled just too tight. And, obviously I thought maybe it'd just come out, the connector would come out. And so I just, reworked them back into form and then plugged it back in. The sign came on. And so I looked at the employee, he goes, oh my God, he couldn't believe it. Like, that's all it was. Now, it doesn't mean that they could have just done that. They're not qualified to be taking off a steel plate, removing it, and, seeing what plug doesn't work. I am, and so I did it, and it was easy, and the client was happy. So that was my most unusual and coolest. It's like a story where I'd tell my friends, all I had to do was go plug in a thing and, got $150. But it was a little slightly more involved, but not a lot more involved. But anyway, I really appreciate that job, and I hope I get hired back for repeat business, because if the people they currently use couldn't get there for a week and I got there within a half hour, I'm hoping that shows that maybe they would like to have me back. So if you have a business and you'd like someone like me to come and help you, I would appreciate it. If you just want a TV mounted in your home, I can do that too. And I'd appreciate that. I really appreciate you watching, and thank you.